You know, it is late March 2024, if you're watching the stream in the future, and, it is hard to be funny about fascism right now. But boy howdy if we ain't gonna try, apparently, because also every video game, every mainstream piece of media is also giving it a shot, so why can't we? I guess it's impossible to not think about right now, huh? Welcome.
Why would it be difficult to make jokes about this?
Honestly,
There's just no way to know.
It sounds like, in you questioning making jokes about it, honestly, that sounds kind of Antifa of you. That seems kind of maybe commie. Like, you can't even make those jokes because it's operating on in two different reality tunnels of what the word commie means to you is a completely different thing than it means to me, but the statement you said, the response to, will continue to be yes. So that will be like, aha, guilty as charged in your tunnel, and in my tunnel, it's us continuing to be like, I don't know, man, it seems like this. See, it seems like we're going to our like third once in a lifetime recession of my personal lifetime. Seems like maybe we should be trying something different.
Maybe capitalism failed.
And then you defect from the cog. Anyways, we're playing Gears 5.
And we are playing as defectors.
Machines, and this is true, don't use gears. That's not a thing. You've been lied to, and that's what fascism does to the brain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
They use wires.
Yeah, it's all wires. You're just a cog in the ungeared machine. In the gear. Okay, no joke though, just a cog in a machine with no gears does feel like the uncompleted sequel to The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelos. Like you're supposed to fill in your own gears. It's a coloring book.
God.
It includes a worksheet this time. Anyways, we're playing the funny fascism video game because there was the massive Steam sale lately, and even as broke as I am, was able to get Gears 5 for like fucking $10, to be able to pick up so I don't have to keep, like, in order to have access to this game that I love playing with my fiance, I didn't want to have to keep paying a $15 surcharge, so now I just own the game. But I can also... The joke ain't ruined. It's a new joke. The ones who install cogs into the gearless machine of Omelos.
I'm starting the match.
Okay, I am Demolitions. That's fine. It's gonna be interesting playing this after playing so much Helldivers, because it is another, not just fascism game, but also third-person shooter that plays distinctly different.
Oh yeah.
I like the way Helldivers 2 feels on keyboard and mouse. I will still hold, and this is a statement that would get the old shake of annoyment from Cliffy B. I hold that Gears 5's keyboard and mouse controls for PC are some of the best third-person keyboard and mouse controls I have seen in a video game. Like, they do a really good job of minimizing the amount of button inputs that are required across a whole keyboard to simulate keyboard and mouse control. Oh, we're not respawning.
Nope.
We die, we die. Let's fucking go then. You and me both, Michaela.
You think yanking that tube out feels good?
To some of them. Look, the mechanism of that, I don't know. I thought this.
All I'm saying is that Gabe is the throat goat.
Gabe is for sure. Like
Yes.
His throat is just like extra wide. It's literally built for it. Anyways, the point I was making was, God, you got me so distracted. What on earth was I gonna say? Holy shit. That set me for such a loop. Good God.
You've made those exact same jokes about Gabe, too. I'm surprised that caught you off.
Well, because my mind wasn't there yet. Okay.
Yet.
Stream, Omalos. Night Trap to acknowledge the death of Joe. Sorry, until you said that, I did actually forget that was Joe Lieberman. Like, I knew who Joe Lieberman was as a politician, and I remembered the ESRB, like, I know the story of how the ESRB was created. I did forget that those were the same person, like that was the same Joe Lieberman for a second. Here's the thing, it's really interesting. The spec of politics has gotten to the point where I am someone here sitting here going, am I really gonna say rest in piss to Joe Lieberman? Because my heart's not in it. Like, I'm no Lieber stan, but also like, fundamentally, the only thing that motherfucker actually believed in is maybe we should at least make policy get passed at all. And, like, the bar is so low that I'm kind of like, man, I miss that. I don't know, like, not him. I just miss the idea of, like, well, we want to get legislation passed in the first place. That's, like, part of it. Instead of just, no, we will literally burn down this fucking house faster than we will do anything at all, because that would be bad. We can't do changes. Changes are scary. And if you don't like it, I will literally burn everything down. To avoid
that way, we own the libs.
Yeah, and then nothing will change, because the house will be burned down and it will now exist in past. So, like, it can either only be the way it is or over. It's like fucking crypto bros. Like, it's either everything or nothing at all. Truly incredible.
Ow.
The right idea, but the wrong execution. Yeah, that's not a bad way of putting it. When it comes to the video game, when it comes to video game shit anyways, because it's not, I'm not here saying that, it's taking me a second to get used to controls here again. I'm not here saying that video games shouldn't have ratings. That's a head-ass take. But I think maybe policymakers should have better I'm just gonna nade that guy. Policymakers should have a better understanding of the things they're working on, I guess, is the point. Like, if you're gonna push hard to legislate for something, I'm totally out of ammo, by the way.
There's a weapon.
But,
Take that.
I guess maybe the thing I'm pushing for is I would like our politicians to not be all in their 70s and 80s. That would be nice. That would be a good thing, I think. I think it would help. I do actually think it would help.
Honey, there's so much ammo.
You're right, they're right. There is so much ammo. Incendiaries.
Oh no, I'm out of ammo. Hey, here's a bunch of ammo boxes. I don't want them.
I was talking about Joe Lieberman. I don't
think I'd want the ammo, you fucking loser.
Like a cat not wanting to go outside.
Kitty.
No. Video games do not make children violent, but they do politicize them. Interesting, yeah. Okay.
And that in turn makes them violent.
All of this every single part of this argument stems from the same general core issue of the output of a corporation or a company is treated as something that has societal effect right up until that's incidental. Right up until, well, that would be the case no matter what, or it'll be disseminated throughout a community. God damn it. Like, oh, that friendly fire exists for that. Good to know.
Balls.
Are you down?
No.
But
I'm out of primary as the flyer shows up.
Shit. Well, getting hammer burst. I'm getting used to playing the game again. This is my first time, like, actually playing it in months.
Okay, that's the safe room.
But it's the same general core problem of tech companies especially have no societal consequences that aren't something that will just be disseminated until the point where it is a thing that has already occurred, and then it should have been stopped. You should have been keeping this in check. As if regulation, as if policing of a company specifically and the actions they take on the community of people who live in the countries in which they operate are something that can only ever be in retrospect, instead of something that you actively account for in the moment. Because any accountability in the moment is oppression. If in the moment we are trying to take consideration as to how something... yeah, I should take a torque bow, you're right. You have hammer burst?
Yeah.
Here, you can take my hammer burst ammo then. It is, like, a company's actions should be, the consideration should be made in the moment for how might this affect people negatively instead of just positively. Shit. Because...
Never mind, there were nothing but snipers up there.
Don't forget to try. You like that?
Damn, I'm down.
Good to go.
Thank you. Alright, I gotta focus on the video game for a second.
I was gonna say, we just started the stream and immediately have gotten into a politics discussion.
That's fair. But also, Joe Lieberman dying is video games related.
Target down. Yes. Works for me.
Textbook.
You? There you are. Yeah, the consequences of what a company might do should never be considered only in the positive until retrospect. The way something might hurt people immediately as it's deployed has to be considered before it's deployed, not as a regulation afterwards. But our current system is very wait and see.
Okay, I think we're good.
And it was the same way with video games. Thankfully, the worst it got before policymakers at large went, okay, we definitely got to do something about this, was Night Trap. So, like, there was a bad road we were going down there of a precedent of what material is considered safe or allowed. But it didn't get as bad as it possibly could have. I say this acknowledging that there were some straight up, like, torture porn video games on the NES, but also saying that would be like, people need to regulate computers because of some weird shit that someone posted online in, like, 1999. Like, I don't know. Like, there's always gonna be outliers. It's a matter of whether or not it's actually successful and marketed. Like, the difference is everyone else playing along with this thing? Like, are stores advertising and selling a product that is absolutely heinous and insane as if it's normal because, well, it's published by a studio we trust, so therefore it's fine? If it's just some weirdos doing their weird shit, fucking, there's always gonna be that on every medium, no matter what you do. 15 assists. It's right, it's 4 for grenades here. They don't teach you that in officer school.
That's because you're demolitions. You have a card for extra grenades.
No, the number 4 on my keyboard.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to remember the button to pull out grenades. Yeah, it was 4. Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just linear. Yeah. To be fair, the title of the stream is literally the video game with the oppressive government. So it invited the discussion.
I don't know. We didn't even introduce the game. We just frame 1 politics.
Yeah, fair. Anyways, Joe Lieberman's dead. And so is Night Trap. That franchise... You know what? That's a franchise that really needs to be... Okay, there's too many things. I'm gonna ping some shit. I'm gonna use my ult.
Got it.
That floating ammo up there. Shit. Get him, pick up! dead. Okay, I'm down. I'm coming to you. Nope. Ah, shit. Well, we have a med bay.
Yep.
Requisition.
Artillery strike's not ready. The game is very happy to tell me artillery strike is ready as I am watching the meter still fill at the bottom. These fucking snipers.
Fuck this.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, projector down. Give me that faster. Faster. Video game. Faster. Oh, wow, that animation's so long. Okay, I'm still alive. He'll bleed out. Ah.
Swarms down.
Salvo doing the trick. Whew. Demolition Salvo feels very much like I have brought a Cybertruck into the 60s, and I'm driving around everyone else's cars. Like, everyone is terrified. What I'm saying is that everyone is terrified, including myself, that, like, all of the weapons in that room were at a completely different spec than salvo that explodes on you and makes you bleed out instantly. Because, like, I could just hit... Oh, God, the juvies are getting in the way. But this is what I'm talking about, is that, like, before I can actually get the thing off, it does feel like I'm just going to hit 16 other cars and die. Like, this is an unwieldy thing that's going to kill us all in an area meant for everyone on a totally different wavelength. It's one thing to have that fucking vehicle on the roads right now where it's gonna kill everyone. It's another thing if, like, we take it back to where people's understanding of what a car is like, touch this wrong and it will explode, but you need to buy 30 of them.
Did you see that some Teslas have glued on rear windshields?
Now, I'm no vehicle expert. I feel like glue is the wrong approach. I do
Correct.
feel like glue is the wrong
material. It means that you
material.
can't replace them. They've been trying. There's been mechanics who have been trying to replace cracked rear windshields.
Yeah, but you won't
can't.
be able to. You can't remove the whole unit if it's if the place at which the glass is making contact is the surface of the vehicle instead of a sealant unit that then is what itself is attached to the vehicle, then yeah, it'll just be fragmented pieces of, like, a shattered... Oh, wow.
Literally everything I learn about, like, all Tesla vehicles convinces me more and more that these were made as a joke.
Now think about that for a sec. This is interesting, though. I think it's a matter of approach, and I think it's also a matter of people are more savvy these days to what technology is supposed to be, especially when it comes to cars. iPhones did the same shit. You can't replace this screen unless you send it to us, because we have a special, like, unit that does it just this way that we made proprietarily that is also cheaper.
Yeah, problem with your analogy, though. iPhone cornered the phone market. Tesla doesn't own shit.
I think the difference is iPhone invented a product that didn't exist. Tesla invented a product that did exist.
Still doesn't exist.
Cars.
I know. But again, they don't have a monopoly on anything. Apple got away with the shit they did because they at least had the majority share of the cell phone market. Tesla doesn't have a majority share of anything.
Let me change characters. I saw there was an achievement for playing 5 escapes each as the Hivebusters characters that I do not have, and I'm thinking there's a good chance it's Keegan that I have not played enough of. I am going to bring the Keeg, and I will be... Demolitions is almost level 20, but since I'm streaming, let's mix it up. Anchor as the shield? Yeah, let's bring the shield.
Yep.
That's funny. Mac, mind if I borrow this?
Man. I'm upset that I can't play the Anchor, Veteran, or Combat Medic anymore. I've got them maxed out.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll go Combat Medic, and then I saw 20, and I'm like, I could play Combat Medic, but I do want the achievement where I, like, get everything to 15, which is dumb, but also, I'm at the point where, like, this is our game, so I want to do everything in it because it's ours.
I just don't like the scaling. Goldie, please stop doing what you're doing.
What is he doing?
He is laying behind my second monitor and trying to push it out of the way.
Oh, no. You don't need this. You need
He
me?
keeps doing it. He rests his back against it and then moves it and pushes it out of the way.
Video game. What were we talking about just a moment ago?
I don't know.
Well, it don't matter none. Just having fun playing video game. Gears. Oh, the iPhone. Oh yeah, Tesla. Tesla window and
Right,
iPhone.
Yeah, Teslas.
Like, I think the trick is that, like, people didn't people haven't caught on until more recently what a smartphone could be, what that kind of device could actually be, until, like, now Apple is being sued for, like, anti-competitive practices by the FTC, and like, that probably won't go anywhere. It'll probably end up like Microsoft before, where it's just embarrassing Apple for a while, but that can still lead to the company doesn't have. I was worried he was just gonna fucking annihilate you. It could still lead to like a lot of bad PR and, like, measurably hurting the company in the grand scheme of things. Shit. I'm gonna go get that boom shot. Drop shot, even.
Yeah, drop shot. Another one over here.
They're under attack here.
Did I get him? I did.
Fire one off. Let's push through these hostiles.
Lucky me.
Ayo. Whoops.
Reloading.
Nope. Last shot. Make it count. One bullet. Whew. But yeah, smart. I guess I'm definitely not the first person to make this comparison, but Apple and Tesla kind of had a similar approach to, we can make it cheaper and overall long-term worse, but make the functionality superior to people who can afford to get it fixed when it does break by just sending it into repair. And then once we have money, then we'll actually make the better thing we want to make. Whether or not they do depends on who the CEO is, basically. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, and they never do.
I don't have any ammo, so I'm just gonna give you some support, and then I'll pick up their ammo. Buzz kill and a claw.
I need ammo.
Come on.
Fire. Eliminate.
Ooh, good shot. Drop shot. But yeah, Tesla did the same thing. Like, they didn't deliver a car for many years, but they made a bunch of money. And then they did a thing in a way no one had done it before, partially because of, like, lack of availability of tech, or, like, thought of, we could do this, but it would be really expensive and impractical. And then you cut corners by just treating your laborers like shit.
And also building the cars as improperly as possible.
Yeah, but the difference is everyone...
Again,
Go ahead.
This isn't new to the Cybertruck. General model Teslas have doors that don't fit.
Oh yeah, like this...
Like, this has been the norm for them.
And...
I keep thinking that these are made, like... They feel like they should be made as a joke. They feel like something Frank and It's Always Sunny would make.
No, it's... No, hang on. I was gonna call it the Edison, but I'm pretty sure, like, a million shows have, like, used Edison as their stand-in fake Tesla.
Yes, there have been a good number.
No, it's a Nikola! It's a Nikola! Nokia. But yeah, if you can just convince people that the way that the frankly impractical way that you're doing it is actually the best way to do it, because you will also make yourself, through monopoly and through buying out other companies, the only company doing it, then by the time people realize that there are actually better ways to do this thing, it's already too late. But the difference is people in America knew what cars do. People are very car savvy. Like, America's made its whole fucking aesthetic car culture, unfortunately. So, a lot of the people who bought in were people who didn't consider themselves car people. Of like, I've never been a car person before, but I could be for this. And that was even me for a little bit, about the idea of electric vehicles, of this is a way for essentially liberals to become car people. And then as I thought more, like, yeah, literally one more hive as Keegan is what I needed for the achievement. Incredible.
Funny.
But the more I thought about, like, why would we want that? Why do we want more people buying and replacing cars, like, ad infinitum like this? And also, definitionally, a lot of car culture is people swapping out components and repairing and keeping their own vehicle over the years, which is anathema unless you are doing it through Tesla and paying them to what Tesla is. So you're not gonna get, like, the Linux types either. The people who want, like, oh, give me a piece of shit, give me a Pinto and I will turn it into a chariot. Like, you're not gonna get those guys because they can't mod the car. It definitely helped irritatingly in the grand scheme of things that Apple made good phones. Like, it's not accidental that they made good phones. There were ideas of a way this could be done better that they went towards, but a lot of it was like Steve Jobs, I really want to narrow in on this one thing I'm good at, because I don't have anything else in my life because I left my wife when I found out she was pregnant.
This is also a stinky little goblin, man.
So stinky, he didn't take baths for 20 years because he just ate fruit. Listen to the Behind the Bastards episodes on Steve Jobs. They're insane. We still have 2 of them to go. Thank you very much, Kraz, for the subscription. Gears of Cars.
Well,
Cars don't have gears. You've been lied to.
but hey, since 2 o'clock hit, another daily hive, because it
All right.
resets at 2.
Let's do one more hive, and then I say we do a horde.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna change class.
Canceling.
I'll go marksman. I just want to shoot at the things.
If you're going marksman, I'll go tactician. You'll need ammo.
Nice. Merci beaucoup.
I am your AI companion.
God, that means such a different thing now than when we used to make those jokes playing this game. Holy shit.
Right? It's okay, though. You don't need to worry. I'm not playing as a person.
Are you the cog friend?
I'm playing a used to be a person.
Are you a zombie?
I'm playing the corpse.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The gear corpse. The skeleton man. No, the only zombie skin I would play is or that I think I have is Ben Zombie, and that just makes me too sad.
I when we were doing the when this was on Game Pass, playing it there, made a point of trying to get every single skin in the game, and then they made it so all of the premium ones that you had to get with premium currency that I was just planning to just pretend didn't exist for that metric. You can now get all of those with in-game script. So like, that now the rules have changed. God, Birdie's animations barely exist. Jesus. Her face was just like not at all reacting to that at, like in any way.
That's not ideal.
Okay, let's get to that Raven.
I do love that it still has me textually referred to in the subtitles as corpse.
Yes.
Reload!
Oh, it's all over.
I keep pressing C to dive. God damn it. That's Helldivers.
She's right.
Here.
Well, guess I'm snubbing
Running
it.
out of time. Keep going. Clear.
No, I just dropped it. I've got the marks.
Thank you.
I am the Marksa
Any
Madame.
second now.
Marks and Madame.
As Marx once said. Okay.
Go
you know,
on.
I actually, I about had it with this economic shit. Actual quote.
Ammo.
Which, to be fair, as someone who took a lot of economics courses in college, he was spitting.
Spitting pure fire.
Friendly fire.
Damn it.
Drop the bad guy.
I'm trying to get the fucking Juvies audio and I tapped you instead.
I'm fine.
Reloading.
It's not like I can bleed anymore.
This is true. Death is inevitable, but also impossible, so you will forever exist in a state of in-between.
Yeah, I know. My life is eternal suffering. And my unlife isn't looking much better.
But
Let's do this.
Took out a scion.
Nice. That's a match.
yeah, you get him. Oh, video game.
Up close and personal.
Got a room.
And a fan.
Get a fan, get a room.
What do you do with your fan in the room?
Okay, that sounds like the kind of question that, like, would be at the start of a video of how a YouTuber got canceled.
Hey, take my marks ammo.
Thank you. Do you want the Lancer?
I have it.
Oh, okay, we both get Lancers then.
I'll make these count.
I didn't see a second one, I just grabbed one.
There is Overkill, if you prefer.
Nah. I prefer the Nasher. It's the only weapon that exists in this game, so I better get used to it.
I like to believe that my aim gets better when I'm like, you know, a little blitzed, but
A little fucked up.
thus far this stream that is not proving the case. I also think it's because I don't have a scope though. I think I just need to fucking focus and
There's ammo
think
over
about the
there for you.
crosshair. I am actually good on ammo. Okay, here we go.
Right between the eyes.
Also doesn't help that you're fighting, like, nothing but people with helmets.
Yeah, but it's just a ping and a bam. No joke. In that way, it's similar to Payday. It's the same kind of like pop the helmet thought process.
Cover me.
Yeah! Pour it on! Oh! Glad you're on my side!
Still got it.
Clean sweep.
Hey,
I've got ammo, by the way. Resupply is ready.
Got supplies here.
let's see.
Hey,
Appreciate if the
weapon.
game gave me a long shot. It did. It did. It did is the thing. Thank you.
This'll do.
All right. Tell you what, we could just grab all the ammo here, and then after the
We're
next.
gonna be holding out for the bridge, so...
Yeah, that'll be perfect time. Okay, I've got 5 shots with a long shot. Full Marksa. Let's move.
Let's hustle.
Oh, that's right. That's how this works.
How am I panting? I don't have lungs.
This is a good point. Memory serves, there is a Lancer GL down here.
I don't recall at all.
Well,
Also, I called the bridge, so...
Alright, I'm heading back to you.
Yeah, they're on their way.
My ult is almost ready. This will be a perfect time to use it.
I'm ready to kick some ass. I'm sorry, what? I'm ready. I'm gonna skin you alive.
Okay.
I'm ready. Oh, yeah!
Support has arrived!
Ah,
Stay near me.
nailed it! I'm gonna skin you alive.
There's the scope. I was trying to remember how to activate it. Tap, tap, yes, there it is.
Okay. Resupplies up.
Alright, doing a little
And the
better.
bridge is almost up.
Ready.
Excellent.
Here.
Merci beaucoup.
Here.
I love Bernie.
Yeah. There's an achievement for playing as her in some kind of game mode. I didn't see what.
Safe room's open! Hey.
This is one of those. Whee! This is one of those games that has like 80 million achievements.
Yeah. I don't worry about 100% achievements.
What's your damage, man?
Where's the emote wheel? There's too many video buttons in video game. I was just talking about how I like the control scheme in this game a lot. But it's the way they do the movement, and also I think the roadie running is just conducive to this kind of limitation of button input style.
Hold forever. Let's look around for
I agree.
ammo.
Warning, warning. Contamination detected. Doors opening in 3, 2.
Grab that ammo box.
Oh, right you are.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Under attack here!
Flashbang incoming.
I'm past it.
Okay.
Flash!
Reloading.
Nice.
I always keep it sharp!
You got this.
Sit
Ah,
down.
damn it.
You were trying to do the execution.
I was trying to do an execution,
Okay, they're all dead.
Actually, what are the challenges? And how do I check those?
yeah.
Four objectives. There we
This
go.
is the downside of,
I did all of them.
I need more eliminations with shotguns.
I will ensure not to kill
Got
steal.
one right here!
Eh,
Scratch one baddie!
I think I'll manage.
I am thinking there is a good chance
Incoming.
that we are going to, because of the spec of the games industry right now, there's a good chance we're gonna get some Gears 6 news this year. I think
Quite probably.
I'm reloading!
I think Microsoft will want to be playing it safe. Brands, IPs
Especially
that they
after
know
that,
sell.
especially after that whole issue, with laying off a shitload of people, and then getting the flack because they admitted it's because we're not growing enough.
Yeah, not because we are like it's so funny that they'll just say we are operating the company unsustainably, as if
Yeah.
like that is just an incidental thing that just I guess that's what I'm talking about with like the issues are only ever in retrospect of somehow we got to this point. No one's sure how. You know, look, the industry is just really bad. Motherfuckers, you're Microsoft. You are the industry.
Yeah.
Like, it is very funny.
Who the fuck is really your competition at this point, guys? Like, you're the trendsetters here. You could just do the job.
Here's the thing, people will talk as if it helps about, like, competition in these spaces between Valve and Microsoft, and like, it's just missing the point. It's like saying, are the mob bosses in Gotham and in what is the one that Superman is in? Super City?
Oh. Why do you think I know shit about Superman?
Metrosexual.
I hate Superman.
Metrosexual whatever it is. It's like saying, like, the mob bosses in those two cities, like, oh, they might compete with each other. Like, no, they want you to think that constantly because it allows them to just stay in power as the way things are. You literally divvy up turf, operate in this space, you operate in this space, we corner the market here, and then we can just keep doing this until one of us gets greedy enough to eventually go, but what if? And then, like, there is a bunch of pointless bickering over, are we going to turn this into a 7 or an 8 or a 9 decimal point operation, as if you aren't already operating with ridiculous amounts of funny money.
Nice piece of kit.
Like, the industry is competing with itself.
Hey, there's the extraction.
In a race to the bottom. It is not in any meaningful way competing with one another on, oh, is one of these companies gonna buy up another one? Like, Disney eating up everything is not unique, but it is also specific. It is an instance of an occurrence. There is not, the closest we had in the game scene to someone trying to do that kind of, like, oh, you're gonna be the one that owns everything, the literal monopoly, is Embracer Group, who is now selling off IPs like mad because they're unsustainable.
Shit.
Oh, I'm gonna skin you alive.
Damn
On my way over.
Shit.
Warning, warning. Chamber has been breached. Opening in 3, 2, 1.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah, point being, like, the company that tried to do the thing of let's just buy up all of these mob bosses that own all of this fucking turf in the world of games is now selling them off like mad because gamers are not, like, required to be operating in any of these spaces in the same way, like, you could do this with the healthcare because people still need to survive. Of, like, we'll just have, like, 4 providers that have the space, and then one massive provider can just buy all of them up if they get big enough, and then it's a complete and utter monopoly. Like, it's only ever going to be an oligopoly for games, because if one company were to literally buy everything, that one company would be subject to all of the piracy in the universe. Gamers would work together en masse to be like, and this is how you could steal, like, because people do that. Like, this is where you go to steal Steam games, which also inherently means Valve games. So if Valve were to somehow literally own everything, like, Nintendo is desperately trying right now to stop people from doing the thing everyone's been doing for years, which is Nintendo games, the concept of Nintendo games, which includes games on Nintendo platforms from other parties, can just be pirated. Like, it's a known cultural thing that it's very easy to pirate them. And they're
we can't have that.
Yeah, they're trying to
So let's ruin everyone's life involved.
Yeah, and people turn against you en masse and just do it harder.
Well, we're talking about Nintendo. No, they're not.
Well, I mean, people are gonna keep emulating. Like, people love Nintendo.
Yes, but what I was gonna say, like, you just said that people will turn on you. No, they're not, because the Nintendo is keeping the exact same cult of personality they've had this whole time. It doesn't matter how many people Nintendo directly tries to send to forever jail. They will always be they'll always be the darling of the game scene, which is part of why I hate them so much. Like, I'll own up. I like a lot of Microsoft properties. I'm not gonna fucking sit here and pretend that Microsoft's a good company.
Yeah.
Like, they're one of the worst to ever exist.
It's very funny, by the way. Like, see, I wish I had more to pull from here for Nintendo, but I'm obviously, I don't speak Japanese, so it's hard for me to keep up with, like, in the same way I would with, like, whatever random bullshit Phil Spencer decides to vomit out. But it's very funny to watch Phil Spencer be like, damn, things are pretty bad right now. Looks like we need more gamers. Like, it's... And I have to imagine there is an equivalent of that happening in a bunch of like, in different countries, but also in the Japanese game, game industry, like development scene specifically, of this air of, like, everything is fine as the world is on fire. Because the equivalent there, for a lot of people, will be like, we'll just go back to IP, quick, everyone, like, jump on, like, we could name a game. They would be popular here too, like Dragon Quest or Like a Dragon. Like, we'll hop on the bandwagon IP, as to, in the States, will Gears be the, like, safe ground for Microsoft if they think, like, uh-oh, we need our next big thing. We gotta over-bloat Gears 6 to no end. Hopefully that's not what happens, but I am worried that's gonna be what happens.
That is my fear as well.
Cover me! Oh, stop! And that's how it's done.
This is going much smoother now that I don't have to use just an Asher. I just got clocked in the face with a flashbang.
Shit.
Oh, it didn't hit me. It bounced off of me. But they didn't hit me directly in the face.
Like I can't seem to be doing right now. If you have ammo, I'm down for it. Thank you.
Has arrived.
Suck on that!
Move.
Cover me!
No.
Shut up!
That's it.
Hey, check your eye!
As I run directly into that line of bullets. Like, there was a visual line on screen of the bullets that I chose to run into because I just needed to move through.
Fall back.
I'll hit it.
Let's close the door.
Incoming! Right between the eyes!
Right.
Incoming!
Yeah! Pour it on! Back in your hole!
Back in business! Bullseye!
Can I get a twofer? I line them up. Yeah!
Reload! Jam!
Woo! Find out!
Ugh.
It's a very funny thing to say at the end of a hive. Bye! Goodbye!
You can kind of tell she was the last character added, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, still, it has to end at some point. And I appreciate the way they handled Gears 5's, like, closure. It has been pretty graceful.
Definitely.
Of, like, we're putting this into, like, sustained mode. Like, and crucially, being very open about it, about what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was very interesting. Like, it almost felt like reading, I guess that was what it was, a developer blog. It's just, I'm very used to that being PR now, only ever being PR. But no, it's still a proper development blog.
Let's see here. Do we want to do basic horde or a weird horde?
What's the weird horde?
We could do Christmas mode.
Fucking like March.
In March. The Niles mode where we just fight Locust and Sires. Oops, all Locust.
Let's do a Locust one, yeah. Hang on, if we're fighting Locust, let's fight as old school Gears, huh?
That's the plan.
Classic.
Also, no Fabricator.
Ah, okay. Alright, classic as it gets. Okay, if we're going... I was thinking about Veteran, but I've maxed out Veteran. What if I played them anyways? Nah, I'll go Demo. Demo's very close to 20. Ten waves. Let's fight the Locusts. Hang on.
Locust.
Do I have a John DiMaggio? Let's see. Or is it just gonna sound like Dallas Payday? Foz, your name's Foz, right? Shut the fuck up, Foz. I can't get the nasal and the rasp at the same time that John DiMaggio has. Like, it's interesting. It's the same thing that makes Bender's voice so compelling. He sounds at the same time like the straight man and the funny man. Like, his performance could be either. Which makes any time Marcus says something ridiculous so much funnier because it sounds completely serious at first, but then also isn't completely serious. Like, tonally, it still works.
I love that he yells about his tomato plants getting stepped on with the same intensity as he yells about incoming enemy fire.
Because that's just what he sounds like when he yells. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good bit.
This makes me exactly the same amount of angry. I feel like these need to be Marlboros if I really want to do DiMaggio. Like. Righto.
Oh boy, Sarge!
Oh boy, it's time! Wait, which one are you?
I'm Ben.
Ben. Oh, Ben.
Hey, you told me to play an old school character. How about the character didn't get to grow old?
Wait, so we don't get to change out our weapons as a result of this, right?
Only what we can pick up, yes.
Understood. Let's do this.
Yep, this is old school horde. We are just fighting. That's all we got.
Oh no! They're like zoinks!
Oh, there are weapons on the map.
Ah, I was wondering.
Yep. Straight up old school horde then.
That's great. I'm glad this is here.
Me too. Hello, and die.
That is cool that we can play this game so much and then there'll still be game modes like, oh, I've never played this before.
Yeah, I know I've played Christmas mode because it's very funny. It gives everyone a little Santa hat.
Ho ho ho.
And yes, in case you're wondering, if you're playing as the Marcus that has a Santa hat, it puts a Santa hat on his Santa hat.
Father Dear's yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And that is the correct maneuver.
Yeah, it gives him 2 Santa hats. And yes, if you're playing a character with a helmet, they stretch the Santa hat to fit over the helmet.
Oh, you get
Never get tired of that.
Never get tired of that.
It's very good.
That is such a difficult voice. It's like it's yelling from the middle of his throat almost. If there's one throat goat out there, it's John DiMaggio. Shout out to John DiMaggio. He can take it like a champ. He can take it better than anyone I've ever known.
I wasn't luck. I meant to do that.
Except from corpos, except from people asking him to do labor for the incorrect amount of money, for pennies. He will not take it from them, or for his friends, which I can appreciate the fuck out of. I say friends, coworkers. Like they could also be friends, but also crucially, lots of people make exceptions for their friends. Lots of people in positions of power will do nice things for their friends. But he was doing it for the story goes, at least, maybe there's more information than this, for the, I almost called it the Family Guy reboot, Jesus fucking Christ. No! The Futurama.
Okay, but that's fucking hilarious,
John,
actually. We're rebooting Family Guy. Family Guy's still around. We're calling it One Piece 2 again.
Okay, but John DiMaggio.
Reminder they're doing that with One Piece, and that upsets me immensely.
Yeah. John DiMaggio as Brian. It would just be Jake the dog is the problem.
All right, hear me out.
All right, I'm listening.
John DiMaggio's Peter Griffin.
Let's do this.
Oh shit!
This
we're
reminds
actually
me-
fighting. We're fighting generals.
This reminds me of the time I fought Karn.
Why is he so tall? Now he's in pieces, but Karn's whole thing is that he's a shrimp.
Short king. He didn't agree to. They didn't agree. He wouldn't agree to let them use his likeness again unless they made him taller. Fucking
But
Ron
he's
DeSantis
still-
ass.
He's still a short king when you play as him.
Well, yeah, because you have to conform to player standards. That's true.
No, they don't. They made him shorter. They made him shorter than the other Locust, like Lonnie's shorter than the other Gears.
That's true. Yeah, they do have different body types for that.
Yeah.
At least they did add them. They were that. I don't think that was in from launch.
No, it was.
It was.
It's there's just not much diversity in body type. There is Lonnie, who is generally more muscular than the other women and much shorter. There's Mac, who is much taller and much lankier. And then the rest all generally conform to Keegan, Marcus, etc.'s body types for the men and Kate's for the women. Some fluctuations here or there, like Ben's a little scrawnier than the others, but that's about the gist of it.
Is there a Lancer GL on the map? I don't think there is.
They're all roughly the same height, and no, there does not appear to be.
God, sorry, just looking at this map is reminding me of Stick Arena. I don't know how many of you played that.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It was a Flash game. I played it on Congregate, but I'm sure it was also on Newgrounds. But maybe it was not actually. Maybe it was a little later. Newgrounds still existed. It just was a period where it wasn't as popular. But maybe Armor Games, top down. Like I would call it like almost twin stick style shooter, but with keyboard and mouse controls, like move with keyboard, aim with mouse. That was just like an arena shooter. It was definitely like very much specifically cribbing from other games, but also for acknowledging like a lot of Flash games were, but in acknowledging what that was, it was still really good. Okay. No.
It just occurred to me that we don't get power in this mode either.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, oh, we don't level up our perks.
Yep.
You deserve it.
Tell you what, highlight some stuff. I'm gonna use my ult. Any target you can find.
I'll let you know when I find one.
Sniper mark.
Yeah, I'm kind of just not getting spawns over here, so
Get some.
Got it!
sound did not like that. Boink. No, if you want, okay, if you want to see how a pistol works, I'll show you how a fucking pistol works. Where is an enemy? This is how a pistol works.
Are you snubbing it?
No, I'm bolting it. I was snubbing it, but that guy wasn't using his bolt on correctly. You gotta fire from the hip, miss one, that's crucial, that throws him off. And then you kill him with a melee attack.
Leads him into a false sense of security.
Where the fuck are you going?
Do I make myself clear?
Do I make myself transparent? Do I make myself non-opaque? Is my opacity reduced? What is my opacity? I ask of you.
Crawl about as well as you fight.
Oh, I thought that would hit both of you. Instead of hitting neither of you. Give me your gun. Give me your gun.
Give me your gun.
Give me your gun. Same kid, like a fucking Parappa the Rappa pace. Give me the gun.
Give me your gun.
I feel like if the bow explodes while they're holding it, it should kill them. Like what just happened there, but I guess not.
Oh, shit! I got him!
I stabbed that man in the butthole.
What? There we go.
I don't feel particularly good about it.
Oh, nice! You got him!
Ha! That's one way to make them kill themselves with their bow. That guy stuck me with a bow after I knocked him down, but it didn't kill me. So I just walked up to him and exploded on him, and he blew up.
Oh, your friend's gonna despawn when this goes away.
Oh.
Oh, this next one's
Yeah.
gonna be tough, guys. Are we ready?
Thanks, Ben. Oh, man. You sweetheart. You're too sweet for this world.
He was. He was.
I'll admit to this day, I still don't know if that's asking me to press O or 0, so I just press both every time because they're right next to each other.
That's funny because I have to press. Oh, Germod.
Germa!
I have to press. No, This is Germod, not a fictional character.
Ah, you're right.
Have we explained that on stream?
I don't know.
Down!
Okay. Long story short, I have never seen anything with Germa in it. I have only seen or at least nothing with his face. I've only seen still images. So I have convinced myself that he's a fictional, like, he's an AI generated character, and I refuse to hear any evidence to the contrary.
I'll do it. Yeah, Germa isn't real. That's Ozzy's theory.
That's my conspiracy theory.
If it makes you feel any better, a friend of mine for a long time thought that VTubers were all AI, like we're all automated, like it was robots. Didn't realize it was real people doing it.
Oh, that's funny. I like that. You know what? I'm subscribing to that one too.
VTubers aren't real. They're all like. Here's the thing. There was one who was, and that was what they were thinking. All of them were.
We do have true sapient AI, but we only allow them to be VTubers.
Just what I need.
I'm sorry. I think that's a really funny conspiracy theory. I want to subscribe to it.
Choose your path. Do you want to be a VTuber or do you want to be a TikToker? You get one or the other. You do not get both.
I am amazing.
Yes, you are, buddy.
That smells bad. What are these guys made of shit?
These guys made of shit. Made of piss and shit. And other stuff.
Is there other stuff?
Oh.
Ooh! I love that the subtitle just says "Big Dorky Laugh."
That's exactly what it is.
Two more!
Yeah, they're right. That's why we love him.
Whoa.
Good to go.
Where's the last one? Ah, that was the last one.
Yep.
I only got 3 kills that time, apparently.
Yeah, I only got 9.
Only.
But what I'm saying is there weren't that many enemies. It was a boss wave.
That is true. It was a boss wave. I need munitions.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Oh, right. I find it funny that you skip by hitting O and 0. Because on controller to skip, I have to hit right and left bumper.
Oh, so you also have to hit 2 buttons?
So I also have to hit 2 buttons.
That's great.
I dare you! Get him from that!
I like how
Flamethrower required.
Oh, sorry.
Flamethrower spotted.
Nice. I
Sorry, I'm Ben. I am contractually obligated.
Whoa, you can still crawl?
the sound effect.
I'm feeling
But
it now.
the
Mr. Krabs.
I have for the
Look at
for
all
the
this blood
Lancer,
all
that's what
over
it's
the
called,
place.
equipped one of the longest execution animations in the game purposefully because I would typically
By time.
I would usually be doing veteran. So when you're doing an execution as veteran, you're immune.
Throw your ass
So
back
it would
here.
give you a chance to heal. You could just do it for the whole time. But now I'm not playing veteran here. I'm playing demolition. So that's why this guy's gonna down me by punching me several times in a row as I'm doing an execution.
On my way!
And that's how it goes. And that's what a
That is
real
indeed
veteran
what
does. Another flamethrower boy here.
Incoming frag!
He dropped a frag.
Get back here.
Where is that bow coming from? I hear it. There you are. No.
I was hoping one burst would be enough.
Whew. I'm gonna just keep chainsawing people if I'm just gonna keep catching out like this. Catch them in the dark.
Think you're gonna recover from that? No.
I
Well,
shoved
you
the
think you
nozzle
got
of the
me?
flamethrower.
Well, the thing is actually, I got you! Yeah, you did, Ben. You did it. Thank you, bud.
Oh god.
Oh, the lambents, they explode.
Yeah, we got lambents.
Still got it.
I don't know why all those crypto bros are so desperately trying to get
Whoa,
them.
you can still crawl?
What?
Aren't they all trying to get those Lambos?
I want you to know that that was a stretch too far and I do not respect it.
Moon emoji. It sucks that the moon emoji has been ruined for a little bit by those bastards. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god. I saw you running, I thought you were running towards me. That felt like an execution.
Time's up. Here they come.
No, not yet.
Alright, who are we fighting? General Ram!
Rams this early? I figured Mira would be last, but who the hell's that? Scourge.
Get some.
It's gonna be Scourge.
Ah. Wow, that bleed is, meaty.
Don't worry.
Ah, did you see what I just did?
Woo!
I do like that they at least try to replicate the weapon sets.
Yeah. Like,
Even
this,
if Ram's weapon doesn't exist in this game.
Hang on.
this
I'm
feels
coming.
like developers who really like the lore of the series fucking around with it, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Let's add in all these things that are fun.
That's why there's a good number of lines for for Ben meeting characters that Ben literally never got to meet because he died.
Gotcha.
It's almost like often there'll be the let's do this for the hardcore fans approach of we'll add in things that like only 90s kids will remember this quote or this character, but it really does feel like it was more for the developers. It feels like it was for the coalition, and I love it.
I think that they just wanted to hear Lizzie say, "Oh, thanks, Uncle Ben."
Yeah, because if you're getting them in the room and you're thinking, okay, what's this character? What interactions could happen? What do we want to be able to explore? We have a chance here.
We ain't done yet.
Similar thing with like I think a lot of Halo things aren't really designed for the players to notice. Oh, they partially are, but it's stuff that like writers, developers, and like lore nerds will be able to look on and like smile at, because a lot of former lore nerds became developers of these games. Oh.
Hello.
Please do not burn my insides outsides.
I have to down you before I can shove the flamethrower into your chest cavity.
Please don't do either of those things. I prefer you didn't do either of those in either order.
Doing them in the other order would be interesting.
Interesting is a fun word.
Well, how else would you describe it?
We are so screwed.
Fucking cut back to Gears Judgment's courtroom. You describe it as interesting. Interesting, you say.
Just what I need.
Just what I need. Aren't there supposed to be enemies? Oh, there they are.
Man, Gears fucking Judgment.
I did see, by the way, when I was posting about the stream on co-host, all of the Gears tags that exist are Gears of War, Gears 5, Gears of War 4, and Gears Judgment. Those are the only tags.
I guess that makes sense. The original Gears trilogy would fall under Gears of War.
True. I just like I do like that someone has on that in the grand scheme of things obscure website thought to post about Gears Judgment.
I think about Gears Judgment from time to time. It makes me homicidal.
There you are. I miss.
What just happened?
What happened?
I got stuck with a torque bow.
Where are enemies? There are enemies.
Oh yeah, he's tough.
No. Okay, I hear you. There you are.
Gotcha.
And where'd you go?
Did I do that?
There you are. Is that a flamethrower guy? Oh dear!
There's a lot of them.
Incoming frag!
It's literally WM1ing.
What?
Old TF2 speak for a pyro who just walks forward while holding left mouse button. The guy was just slow walking at me with the flamethrower on too far away to actually hurt me. WM1. W button plus mouse 1.
I did piece together, yes. God damn it, why do I have to be fun parent?
They're all after you. Shit.
Down so soon? Steady.
Die. 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 I have done so many bullets. You have taken so many of them. This is what I get for making fun of them.
5 left.
Thank you.
They're rushing.
Nope. Third button.
I'll come get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Who you getting?
Oh, he finally stopped running.
Good work.
I know, there was just this dude that was fucking,
Guess what? You're
just
dead.
running in a straight line away from me, so I just started chasing him.
Woo. I gotta admit, the AI doesn't really seem to know on this particular map what to do. Like, it doesn't know where to go.
Especially since we don't have a fabricator as, like, a point to funnel them.
I realized that as I was saying that, like, wait, is it the map or is it the game mode?
I think it's a combination of both.
I think that like circular nature, this like the enemies aren't all going for the center, they're just going for us wherever they spawn, but because they spawn wherever we aren't, that means they're always going to be scattered since this map is so big and circular.
And it has clear sight lines, so...
Yeah, and rather than being like a big hill, it's a big divot, so you don't have that area in the middle obfuscating the edges.
Back off, man!
Are you flame and scourge?
No.
There's another one.
Oh my god, we got another one?!
The scourge returns.
That was close.
Somehow Scorch has returned. Oh god.
I'm gonna set him on fire. Let's set him on fire together. We're doing this in lieu of vows!
Oh god.
Ben and Marcus
Oh
forever.
god. I don't know about that one, champ.
OTP. Get away from Scourge.
Get some!
Oh shit.
5 left!
Well, I did blow him up. So there is that. Where are you at? There you are.
Sorry, I just realized that everyone except me is dead.
Okay.
Woo! So I can take... So the melee combo doesn't rely on the person who started it actually finishing it.
Shit.
Yeah, you're okay, champ. Yeah, you're good, bud. You're good. Nothing bad has ever happened to you. You're fine. That experience was not traumatic. You will not see that when you sleep. You're fine. Really, Buds, it feels like you should have brought a flamethrower.
You know, I don't know about you, but having a Theron guard pinning me down is not something I would see in my nightmares.
I just keep having this recurring dream